Did you know that sometimes the greatest betrayal comes from those who claim to admire you most? For 3 nights, strange lights flickered in Francisca's barn. Mysterious sounds echoed through the darkness, disturbing the peaceful silence of her countryside farm. Something was wrong. As dawn broke over the misty fields, Francisca walked through her garden, collecting fresh tomatoes and herbs for the day's meal. Her hands moved with practiced grace, selecting only the finest ingredients from her beloved land. But the strange occurrences had put her on edge. Tools were missing. Vegetables had been disturbed. Someone was watching her every move. That evening, as shadows grew long across the farm, Francisca crept toward the barn. Her heart pounded as she pushed open the creaking door. Inside, she discovered a makeshift camp. Cooking equipment, stolen ingredients, and most shocking of all, detailed notes documenting her every cooking technique. A man emerged from the shadows. Once famous, now desperate. Chef Marcus Beaumont, former owner of 3 Michelin-starred restaurants, had lost everything. His empire had crumbled, his reputation destroyed by scandal and debt. "You don't understand," he said, his voice trembling with desperation. "I've been watching you, learning from you. Your techniques, your connection to the land, it's exactly what I need for my comeback." Marcus revealed stacks of papers, a cookbook he'd been secretly writing about authentic countryside cooking. He planned to sell her methods, her secrets, to rebuild his fallen career. "Partner with me," he demanded, his voice growing darker, "or I'll destroy everything you've built here." Francisca's eyes flashed with anger, but she remained calm. She knew this land better than anyone. The river, the forest paths, every hidden corner of her domain. "Meet me by the river at midnight," she said quietly. "We'll settle this properly." As darkness fell, the two figures faced each other beside the flowing water. Marcus held a torch, his face twisted with greed and desperation. But Francisca had prepared something he never expected. Using her deep knowledge of the land, she led him into a trap: the muddy riverbank, the hidden roots, the treacherous currents she knew so well. In the end, the land itself defended her secrets. Marcus disappeared into the night, defeated and empty-handed, his stolen notes scattered by the wind. But as Francisca returned to her farmhouse, she noticed something troubling: fresh tire tracks in the mud. Someone else had been watching the confrontation from the shadows. Scene descriptions. 1. Wide aerial shot of Francisca's peaceful farm at dusk with mysterious lights flickering in the barn. 2. Close-up of Francisca's hands collecting fresh tomatoes and herbs in her garden at sunrise. 3. Dark interior of the barn revealing a hidden camp with cooking equipment and scattered papers. 4. Dramatic confrontation between Francisca and Marcus in the barn, shadows dancing on wooden walls. 5. Marcus desperately holding up handwritten cookbook pages, his face showing desperation and greed. 6. Nighttime scene by the flowing river, with moonlight reflecting on the water. 7. Tense standoff between two figures silhouetted against the dark river. 8. Marcus fleeing into the darkness as his papers scatter in the wind. 9. Francisca walking back toward her farmhouse under starlight. 10. Close-up of fresh tire tracks in the mud near the farm entrance. Short hook. Captions. 1. A former Michelin chef was secretly living in her barn and stealing her cooking secrets. 2. She discovered someone had been watching her every move for weeks. 3. The confrontation by the river revealed a shocking betrayal. 4. What she found in her barn changed everything she thought she knew. Cliffhanger line. But the fresh tire tracks in the mud meant Marcus wasn't working alone, and whoever helped him was still out there, waiting in the darkness.